Today I'm going to review and test the newly released Novsight N67 LED headlight upgrade. This futuristic looking unit has some impressive specs, and my testing shows that for the money, this one is an absolute steal right now. Stick around to see why. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Car Light Reviews, where I perform consistent automotive light tests to help you make the best purchase decision, see better, and be seen better when driving, and of course, save you money. I've done reviews and testing of Novsight LED headlight upgrades in the past, including the ultra-powerful Novsight N60, and you can check out that video here on my channel. And not long ago, they came out with this, the N67, that many of you have been asking about and want me to test. So, here we are, and I'm going to test it the same way I do with all of my LED headlight upgrade videos. But first, we're going to get a good look at the build quality and construction, talk about the specifications, and then see how it does in my projector and reflector tests. So let's get it opened up. Cool keychain. The instructions, like most lights come with, but it is plug and play. Remove your existing light, install this one, check your owner's manual of your vehicle if you need further instructions, plug and play. All right, now that we got these out of the box, let's get a good look at it. These are my initial observations. I think you might agree, it looks pretty futuristic, kind of a spaceship type sci-fi design. It does have these exposed copper tubes you see running along the length of the main unit. It's also exposed here on the end, like many of them are. And if you look at my more recent videos, you'll see that these copper tubes being exposed is becoming more and more common. As the wattage goes up, so does the heat. So they're doing what they can to keep these things cool so they stay bright. Bit of a design here I like. It looks like it's just kind of indented right there. Really cool overall. Good looking light. For the heat sink area, I measured from the trailing edge of the collar mounting tabs to the back of the fan is 36 millimeters, and the fan itself is 37 millimeters in diameter, so it's nearly square. Does not have a guard on the back, so be careful. Don't press on that when you're installing it. Keep your fingers around the edge, otherwise you could break this fan. Driver, rather on the compact side, feels heavy duty. I measured 50 millimeters long, 35 millimeters wide, and 16 millimeters thick. And giving those dimensions came at the suggestion of one of my viewers, so thank you very much. I'll be doing that moving forward with the rest of my videos. Overall, pretty neat looking light. I mean, lights are starting to get really neat looking. If you look at some of the older designs, they were pretty, well, boring. But at least now they're putting design and thought into these. It's got a decent heat sink design here with lots of fins to radiate the heat out. Overall, pretty cool looking, huh? And now for the published specifications. Novsight says that the N67 has 70 watts each and 15,000 lumens each, has a color temperature of 6500 K, has a CSP chip, an IP rating of 68, and an hour rating of 100,000 hours, which is twice of what is usually published. It does have an adjustable collar. It does have, of course, a fan for heat management, as we mentioned before, and that external driver. And the warranty is 2 years, twice the more common 1-year warranty. The price at the time of this video before discounts per pair, as I see it today, is $58 a pair. Now this price is on Amazon, and there is currently an additional 22% off coupon, which I don't know how long is going to last, but that's what it is at the time I make this video, and that makes this light very, very affordable. And I also want to mention that you can get them in a combo pack with both low beam and high beam sizes on Novsight's website as well. Now I'm going to make it easy by putting links to where you can get these in the video description, and if you like the test results that we're going to see later on in this video, using those links helps me make more videos just like this one at no additional cost or effort to you, and I appreciate it very much. So this is looking to be a pretty good light, both in terms of design and published specifications. But you guys should know by now that what counts is the light output and accuracy through my testing. Now, before we get to that, I definitely encourage you to watch the 1-minute video that I made that covers my test methods, aiming headlights, picking the right headlight for your vehicle and needs, and something that you need to be aware of if you aren't already, and that is the legality of using LED lights as halogen replacements. Now, I mention this in every video for all new viewers for a reason, because it's very, very important to be educated on these things. There's just way too much misinformation out there, which is why I made this channel to begin with. So now, let's get to the testing of the Novsight N67, starting with the projector. 2,240 lux, 1,515 over the HALOGEN 725 lux measurement. Not bad. This is in 6th place in initial projector brightness of all the lights that I've tested so far, right behind the Far Intermitter 2022 version, which I consider to be a very good light. And after 27 minutes, the average commute time in the United States, it retains 72% of that light output, which is a bit below average of what I have tested so far of the lights on this channel, resulting in 1,613 lux, or 888 over halogen. That lower light retention over time puts this one in 9th place for projector brightness for all the lights that I've tested so far. So while the initial output is high, it does drop just a bit more than I'd like to see, but it is still much brighter than halogen, so I wouldn't discount it too much on that number. And compared to halogen, it does okay. The cutoff is good, and reasonably close to the hot spot, so that's also good. The common weak spot here in my testing seems to be a bit more prominent, but not by much. I think it's safe to say that this performance is on the slightly above average side for projector light output accuracy. So far, so good. But now, let's take a look at how it does in a reflector. 4,380 lux, or 3,470 over the HALOGEN 910 lux. Not bad at all. This is in 9th place in initial reflector brightness for all the lights I've tested so far. It's a couple hundred lux behind the Auxbeam GX. And after 27 minutes, keeping that lower than average 72% of that light output over time, you get 3,154 usable lux, or 2,244 over halogen. I think this is on par with the projector output compared to the rest of the field. It, like most lights I'm testing these days, is more than adequate for lighting up the road, but doesn't put the light where you need it with the reflector. Well, let's compare it to halogen. I think it does okay. The output band is overall pretty full and strong and rather well controlled. I see something possibly here and a little bit of streaking here, which I do see rather often. Plus, there is some control issues here, but that is off in the ditch, and I wouldn't really consider it a deal breaker by any stretch. And as mentioned, there is a published rating of 70 watts per light, and in my testing, I observed 61.1. And for heat management after 27 minutes of runtime, the average commute time in the United States, my FLIR thermal camera recorded 265 degrees Fahrenheit, or 129 degrees Celsius for the main unit. Now that is on the hot side. There's only a few that I've tested so far that have main units that get that hot. But keep in mind, that is still far less than half of a halogen's heat. Now by comparison, the driver runs on the cooler side at 137 degrees Fahrenheit or 58 degrees Celsius. That's not bad at all, and it makes up for the main unit heat a little bit. I mention other lights that I've tested in my videos because I believe the main reason you guys watch them is to see how they stack up against each other. And the best way to do that is by first watching my videos, but then reviewing my test data, which I put all into a spreadsheet. It's 100% free, and I link to it in every description of every video I make. So you can compare all of my test data to help you easily understand which light is best for your needs and budget based on my testing. Now I update it with every video, so have a look. Now for the money, I think this is the best value LED headlight upgrade that Novsight makes right now. It has decent quality, it is plenty bright for what you need, and it has slightly above average light output pattern. It does have a bit lower light output over time, as you saw, and the main unit does indeed get hotter than most, but right now, this is just a little over $50 before any discounts. That makes this one an absolute steal, especially if you're on a budget, as it is around half the price tag of the big brother Novsight N60, but still performs very, very well above its price point. And like last year, I'll be doing a Best LED Headlight of 2023 awards video at the end of this year, and I think this is a very strong contender for the best overall budget LED light of the year. Hit the links in the description to check it out, get yourself a pair, and let me know what you think. And as always, thank you so much for your suggestions and support of car light reviews, and thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you to choose the right lighting upgrades for your needs so you can enjoy your car more and save you money. Now say it with me. Be sure to keep your headlights aimed correctly and drive safely, responsibly, and respectfully.